So it's the first day of Noirvember, ladies and gentlemen. So I thought I would do a stylistic little video for my review. High contrast lighting, my hat, a veil, and some Venetian blinds. I have a fake gun somewhere, but I thought that maybe that would be a little much. Besides, I probably, kill with poison or something. Anyways, I hope you're all enjoying Noirvember so far. I certainly am. My first film I watched was one I wanted to watch last year, and it was unavailable like as soon as I was ready to watch it, and I was like, no. So now I finally get to watch it. It's Fred Zinnemann's 1948 film Act of Violence, starring my husband Van Heflin, number one Van Heflin fan right here, and Robert Ryan, who is like basically the two best tough guys of noir are Robert Ryan and Sterling Hayden. And I like to have like a duel every year and find out who people think would win. And it's usually a tie. It's usually a tie. So, and then a very young Janet Leigh, and surprise, surprise, slight spoiler alert, a very old or oldish Mary Astor. She was amazing. Ugh. And I saw her and I guess I wasn't paying attention. I don't think her name was in the credits at the beginning. Or if it was, I didn't pay attention. And so then when character showed up, I was like, is that Mary Astor? What? And then her name was in the credits at the end, and I was like, holy fuck. It is Mary Astor. She's so fucking good. There's a lot of swearing in this video. I apologize. Offset by my dainty appearance, right? Anyways, it's a really great sort of post-war angst, like crimes that happened during the war and the past of the war coming back to haunt this sort of everyman business guy, Van Heflin, in the guise of Robert Ryan, who was in his troupe and is not going to let him forget his past. And Janet Leigh's like the young wife who's trying to convince Van Heflin to go to the cops. And then Phyllis, what is her name? Phyllis Thaxter? Yeah, Phyllis Thaxter is Robert Ryan's woman who's trying to convince him not to do this. And so there's a lot of that sort of dynamic. And then Mary Astor comes in, and she's, this old woman who's seen it all. And she's just like, at first she wants to take Van Heflin for all he's got. And then she's just like, oh no, we got to save him. And it's just really tense. It's like 80 minutes. It's super tense from start to finish. It is really, really good. I don't really want to spoil it, but the build-up was great. Oh, and it's a Bunker Hill noir, so there's these beautiful shots of the Angel's Flight and some of in the freeway and all kinds of, or not the freeway, the underpass, and all kinds of great LA noirness that if you are a big LA noir fan as I am, you'll love it. And then Van Heflin's so good, and Robert Ryan. Oh, it's a good one. It's from a story from Collier Young, who's one of the great story writers of the time. I highly suggest it. It's just, it was shot by Robert Surtees, who's also sort of one of the great cinematographers of the black and white era. Just perfect way to start Noirvember. I'm so stoked that that's how I started. That's my cat in the background. Yeah. So, I hope your Noirvember is off to as good a start as mine is, and you've got another amazing 29 days planned. I've got a lot of deep cut noirs I'm going to be watching that no one's probably, a lot of you probably won't, will be like, what is this? I've never heard of it. That's what happens when you've been doing Noirvember for 5 years. You get into the deep noirs. Anyways, have a wonderful Noirvember. Drink lots of bourbon. Bourbon's very important.